Hey Gemini, welcome. This is Meredith. I'm here with your monthly reading for August 2018. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in Gemini. So you'll want to watch your other signs as well so you can get a really good picture of what's going on for you this month. All right, let's get started. I am using the Tarot of the Trees deck. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Moving on, Gemini. You're moving on from something. Okay. This is air. It's Mercury in Aquarius. It's a message that your time will come and you're heading in a promising destination. Often when we see the Six of Swords, we're moving on from something that was less than favorable to something that's much more favorable. Specifically, I think the card meaning is a rough situation, leaving a rough situation with still waters ahead. So something that's a bit more restful, relaxing. I'm sensing the word recovery here, Gemini. It's about you making a decision and embarking on a new journey, a spiritual journey, looking to something better and having determined focus and a rational approach. You're looking for serenity and peace here. This can also be a message of moving house. Okay, I've done this reading a little bit different this month as opposed to last month. So we're going to go through each week of the month of August. So this is the first week of August, and your first card here is the Seven of Swords. Ooh. Okay, maybe this is what you're moving on from, Gemini. This is known as the Thief card. It's air. It's Moon in Aquarius. This card is one of theft and dishonesty. And it can mean a challenge to your position in your work life. It can indicate interactions with a selfish partner. And the necessity for you to engage your instinct and your wit to discover the truth. It can also mean legal challenges or an unfair or fraudulent business dealing on this card. My intuition, though, this feels much more relationship related to me. And my guides and angels want to say, be mindful of how you spend your time, where you spend your precious energy, and make sure you're not giving to a void, to an empty well. So it's possible, Gemini, you have a partner who's not receiving you well and you're giving and giving. And this can be the thief energy, taking from your own self to try to repair something or recover something. That's my intuition, and that's something that my guides are saying. But let's see the card that goes with it. Oh, look, the Sun. That's nice. It's possible, Gemini, that this is what you've left behind. And now we have the Sun, which is, one of the happiest cards in the tarot. So this is success and good health. It's awakening your higher levels of consciousness, and it's uniting your spirit with the spirit of the world. It's joy, happiness, sanctuary, creative energy engaged, all aspects of your life improving, happy times, carefree energy, career success. So, Gemini, this might be in your rearview mirror over here, and the Sun is your new beginning in the first week of August. Let's see what's in the second week of August. Queen of Cups. It's a beautiful card. It's double water energy. There's also Gemini Cancer energy here. This speaks to your intuition. This Queens and Kings are all about mastery, self-mastery in particular. So your intuition, your gift of intuition or your psychic ability or your empathic ability, whatever your ability is, it's definitely heightened right now. Your emotional intelligence is engaged. And you're choosing your friends and who you share time with very carefully. So this is interesting. Something stimulated that choice and has had you looking at what feels more optimistic for you, what's more in alignment with your goals and dreams, which is excellent. Good job for you. This queen also, her energy indicates that you're feeling unafraid of intimacy. So I sense intuitively that you're looking for something better or have already found it. Oh, well, Two of Wands, you're building on it. So perhaps you found it, or you are in the manifestation phase of having had an experience that was less than favorable. You're now using that and all the lessons you learned of it, and you're applying them to your new set of intentions. Like, oh, I experienced that. I need to really listen to my intuition, because most likely you had signs over here that things weren't quite right, and maybe you ignored them at first or thought this will improve, but your intuition had been perking up all along. That's my sense of it. So you've made better decisions. The Two of Wands in particular, that's fire. It's Mars and Aries. It's making plans, moving forward. It's even making travel arrangements. So you get travel twice, in the 6 and here in the 2. So you could be taking a trip, or you're planning a move, have just moved, or this just re-emphasizes that you have moved on. I love the Two of Wands because it indicates stepping through a new doorway into a different realm of life experience. So that can be considered a move as well. It's a bit mystical in that way, and I like that. This is a card that encourages us to maximize our talent. It does speak to new romantic relationships. And on this card in particular, you could have been introduced to this new potential beloved through a work experience or with a mutual friend. This card also indicates connecting with nature, and that great opportunities are on your way, and making the most of what's on offer to you. So let's see what's coming in your 3rd week of August. 3 of Swords. Gosh, that card. Everyone cringes when they see it. I still feel that this relates to what you're moving on from. You may in the 3rd week of August be revisiting some healing from a 3 of Swords situation, which I think is over here on the 7. That's air, Saturn and Libra. It's sorrow, pain, heartache. It's the pain of truth. Oh, okay. That 7 of Swords was using your wit and intellect to discover the truth, and it's possible the truth is revealed to you in the 3rd week of August, and that, you know, it reignites the fire and the pain that you were feeling from that experience. And maybe the truth of it, while you can't change the details, the truth may be a bit more harsh than you realized. So you may have some more processing, healing to do here. Be kind to yourself, Gemini. Because this card, the 3 of Swords, is all about getting to the heart of the matter. It's doubt being cleared and facing reality. Confusion is banished when that card shows up. And it can mean recovering and moving on from a shock. Moving forward. So my feeling is here you've got great supportive cards saying you are moving on, but you may get some more detail in that 3rd week of August that says, whoa, it may even speak right to your intuition where you suspected this, but then dismissed it saying, no, it couldn't have been that bad, and then you find out it was. So be kind and compassionate with yourself, Gemini. What goes with that is the 6 of Pentacles. This is Earth, Moon, and Taurus. This is definitely a money card, and it can be money coming in the form of a gift or an award of some sort, or paying off debts. It's interesting that the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles come together like that. Maybe specifically for some of you, you've finalized some legal details from a separation and or divorce. And this is settling that out. My guides also say like the sale of a home. And there could be some bittersweet energy to that. You know, if this was some sort of an ending in your life, and you have moved on from it, and these are details that still needed settling, and now they're being settled, you may have some pangs of bittersweet energy as you connect with the people involved and say a final goodbye to certain things. But the Six of Pentacles is generally seen as a positive card, and it also indicates feeling connected to your close circle of family and friends. So you may be turning to some people that you know, love, and trust for some support through this process in the 3rd week of August. Okay, last week of August, we start with the Eight of Cups. Moving on again. Gemini, you're packing up. That's water. It's Saturn in Pisces. This is a departure. It's a change. You may be feeling a little bit of restlessness. This looks like real progress of something that you are finalizing and saying goodbye to. And I really do. I actually just saw an image in my mind's eye of boxes being packed and a sense of satisfaction with that. What drove you to that, though, is still over here on the 7 and on the 6. It's choosing to move in a more positive direction after a time of feeling unfulfilled, and that you emotionally moved on before you physically moved on. And my feeling is that this is the final physical aspect of it. Let's see what goes with it. Eight of Wands. Yeah, see, now that you're in it, that's it. I'm doing it. It moves fast at this point because the Eight of Wands is very swift. It's fire. It's Mercury in Sagittarius. It's a really positive card in the minor suit of the tarot. It's exceptionally stable. So you've moved on to a really stable place, which is great. And if you are not experiencing that in the moment, then these cards are letting you know that this is what's possible. There's also good love news on this card. There are offers, there are invitations, and spending time with a potential new partner. You're building a strong foundation. As I always say, the 4s, we look at the 4s for stable foundations, but the 8s double that. So that's a really good foundation. This is you, Gemini, choosing to take responsibility for your part of these shenanigans and dealings over here and saying, all right, I own that. This was my part of it. It's still a little painful, but I learned from it. So now that I've accepted responsibility, I see that I have more information, new wisdom to rely on, and you're applying that right away because it's showing up, like I said, in the Eight of Wands. I feel guided to clarify that Three of Swords since it's one of those painful cards. I'm going to use the Czech Spezzano Love Pack. I love using these cards to clarify because they're very sweet. Oh, goodness. That was a little bit more than we needed, though. And that's just too many. So let's have a redo there. They're very sweet cards, and they're very direct. So, still dropping them. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. What do we most need to know? Here we go. We get tryst. And maybe that's something that happened on that 7 card. It's possible there. Maybe that was a relationship betrayal. I want to clarify with another card on the Three of Swords. What more can we know? Yeah, look at this. Betrayal. Gemini, some of you are healing from betrayal over here. But you have moved on from it. Though you do still hurt from it. Okay. Kindness and compassion. Put the sun on that. Bring it out into the light, Gemini. Is there anything we can know about the Seven of Swords? Is there more we can know? Okay. Good timing. I almost feel like these cards should have been reversed. That the betrayal and the tryst card should have fallen onto that 7. And then the good timing could have fallen onto the 3. Because that's just my feeling of it. I'm leaving it where it is. I'm not going to second guess what the cards are saying, nor am I going to ignore my guides who are telling me to leave it alone. So I will pay attention to that. But, you know, the 3 had the message of moving on emotionally before you moved on physically. And maybe you stayed in that situation longer than you ever thought you might and suspected all this. But now you have the clarity of truth. You have moved on, and it is a good time for that. The rest of your cards are exceptionally supportive and positive for you. I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. Leave me some comments. Let me know what's gone on. I'm going to now pull, like we do in the dailies, I'm going to pull some Doreen Virtue Angel Answer cards. Okay, well, they've thrown themselves on the floor, so I don't have to pull them. Wow, there's a lot of them down here. Okay. We won't argue with it, though. Let's see what we got. We have success. Good. I'm going to put that over here with the 6 of Pentacles. I feel that there. And then let go. I feel that in the 8 of Cups. Look for a sign. I'm putting that with the Sun for you because there's a bright light shining, and look, there's a lightning bolt here. There's something better. That's a beauty. I'm putting that with the 2 of Wands. Helpful people. That's sweet. I'm going to put that with the 6 of Pentacles because definitely that card has the message of turning to people you know, love, and trust and spending time with them. There are 2 more cards. Peaceful resolution. I'm going to put that with the Queen. She's a master of the intuitive, so peaceful resolution is possible in this situation because you have moved on and you have good things coming your way. So while you may experience some bittersweet energy at this time, actually, you know what, I'm going to move that over to the 6 of Swords. That's what you're doing. And then this card, a year from now, I always feel that my guides whisper to me on this card that the rest of that statement is, a year from now, you won't recognize your life. It'll just be so drastically different and so much more exciting and better, all because of the choices that you've made in the healing work that you've done. Good for you, Gemini. I have compassion for your process. I know that's not easy stuff. All right, I am going to do an affirmation card for you for the month of August. I'm using the Universe Has Your Back deck. What is the best affirmation for Gemini in the month of August? Here it is. I honor how I want to feel. Yeah, do that. Respect yourself, honor yourself. Let it go. Move on in your unique way. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please do tune into the other messages for the other astrological signs as they pertain to you or your beloveds. Please give the reading a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you do want a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. I hope you have a fantastic August, Gemini. I'll see you next month in September. Bye for now. Peace.